because the Minotaur will have ways to cancel him out.
So that's a lot of pressure for Audi TZ. And if there's anything that Audi TZ does good or even great, it is working under the pressure. So let's see, will it be Navi or will it be Geek Fam to pick up game number 1, best of 3. We're heading into the land of dawn with Suga.
Okay.
It's gonna be an interesting way to unravel. Let's get it.
Here we go, into the land of dawn for our second match, Mr. Sheffin.
Yep. Not really a good time so far for Geek Fam, as they are still winless, maidenless, 0-2 so far, bottom of the board. But they're looking to change that here right now.
Yep. Let's take a look at the pathing here. And Doryu starting the golems. This is an interesting path. Usually we see people start on the beetle instead of the golem. He starts for the golem, goes to the orange buff, I believe. Oh no, so golem beetle into orange. Interesting. That's a new one. I'm gonna pay attention to that.
Do you think that's gonna help him get level 3 faster?
Might be, but I'm still shocked by the Indonesian desk right here. They are all Geek Fam fans. Is this a Neffin kind of type deal?
I think she threatened a few people here and there.
Wow.
Bribed.
Bribed, yep.
Oh, right, yes, bribed.
If you guys don't know.
In-game.
Yep.
Threatened in-game.
Because she's a geek.
We call it Karabit right over here.
Emblems though, by you, anything that we need to pay attention to?
Bargain Hunter on both the Selena and the Moscow. So even though Kenzie knows that he is safety, he's all about picking later on, or rather scaling for the later game. He still wants to go Bargain Hunter so he can achieve that power spike as fast as possible. For everybody else, a bit too crazy. Nothing too crazy, I mean.
Is this a new trend for Selena? Is this like the new emblem choice for a Selena?
I think it's just been popularized by Mr. Moreno. Moreno goes for Bargain Hunter instead of Season Hunter, but it's all preference. Because we've seen Wilderness Blessing, we've seen Bargain Hunter, we still see Season Hunter sometimes as well. It depends on what you have.
All right. We'll see how that impacts the game. Obviously, they're not going to be able to rotate quicker because of said emblem, but all in all, everything looks fine. Navi seems to be kind of zoned out here, as Nazara is the first one to the first neutral objective here in this second minute. Level 4, Andoryu is also in the vicinity. 50-50, let's see who gets it.
The zoning potential of Navi is actually kind of crazy. Cars, though. Looks like going to be a charge with Notice Welcome. It looks like it's going to be the Hirata is taking the turtle down, and now Marcel is stuck in no man's land, going to be killed by Navi. Next to the chopping block is the Audi TZ, and Navi got everything out of that.
And they're still going for more.
Hold on, Nazara gonna get shooed away from his own jungler, and goodbye to the purple buff. That is a Grand Theft Purple.
So 3 members taken out. 2 members rather. It was a 3-for-1 trade. It looks like they're going to be able to pick up the next neutral objective. Nazara is trying to look for something else on the board. He goes for, you know, the top side of the map, gets it. Is wanting to make sure that Navi doesn't go for the invade into the enemy buff as well. But looking at that, did you think that Audi TZ jumped in a little too quick?
No, he needed to. He needed to try to find some space. Unfortunately, he just has no level 4, right? He was level 3, and this is why the Belleric flex is so good. This is why I really like how Navi have been able to flex the Belleric into the XP lane when necessary. They're up against the Paquito. They flex it over to XP so that the Belleric will have 4 at Turtle 1. And you saw how it played into that skirmish. No chance for a retry. Chain CC'd by the glue as well. No chance to retaliate to anything that Navi does. Yeah, you can jump earlier, but that's it, right? Like, again, the Minotaur try to create space, not enough. The arrows come in, but if you're all cooked by the Wrath of the Dryad, it's done. And this composition, mind you, needs to win out early. Maybe that's why Geek Fam kind of saw the vision of, you know what, maybe we might lose early. Let's pick Moskov.
A lot safer. So they have some things that they can utilize into the later stage of the game. Geek Fam look to go for the shove into the mid lane. I'm guessing they want to rotate in a certain direction. Do they want to pressure the EXP lane? I don't think they can. Looks like Cars, every time he goes for the shove, he rotates really quick as well. I think they want to rotate to the gold lane here. Kenziski, a little bit pressured.
Yeah, I love how they're just utilizing this pressure, man. Look at that Dreadnought armor rush. He knows that all the damage from Geek Fam early on will be coming through abilities, and I think it's already cooked, dude. And Toryu is what, 2 levels? No, a level ahead, but this is gonna be guaranteed. Boom, bye-bye. Yeah, free neutral. Oh, I might have spoken too soon there, actually, because there was no retry. But yeah, it is free at the end of the day. Zeon gets a DHS. They will steal some camps away as well. And they're probably going to dive top if Audi didn't show up. Now that he's up top, they'll just play it safe. Marcel's there, but there's no one. So, yeah, I mean, good position to hold by Marcel. Unfortunately, no one was there to help.
Yeah, this is also the difference between Bakito and Hirata. Right? If it were Hirata on the other side, then you might want to somehow bank on just a pure total steal, but you can't really do that as a Bakito. It's purely very telegraph, as Andoryu is going to be prioritizing that Sky Piercer out of anything.
That's why I felt it was so greedy to go for the Barats. The Paquito was great, but you need to go Paquito and Belleric, deny it away. The Barats pick was kind of, I don't know, it's Aldo game 1 and now it's Erpang, match 1 and now Erpang match 2. They got a Barats fetish or something, dude. There's something wrong, I swear.
Maybe we can ask behind the scenes, right? Maybe we can...
We are Barats.
What the deal is. Maybe it's something that we don't know. Because like initially we thought that Melissa Brody would be a Melissa favored lane, but it turns out the Brody also has a favor in certain cases. And of course, with certain pilots. But as it stands, Navi still holding on control. They're picking up that tower in the top lane as well. They're actually letting it pass through. Kenziski, will he be able to clear this one? Oh.
Just for a card.
Hey. You need all the gold you can get, all right, Stefan?
That's desperation. That's desperate, but...
He looks kind of desperate. I mean,
they are.
He was zoning. It was frozen there.
Yeah. I mean, they are desperate.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that it was like 1.5k after the second turtle, but now after things dying down, or like things settle down, the lead ballooned to 1k more for Navi.
Yeah.
So even when nothing's going on, Navi has the advantage.
And Navi knows as well, right? The only way that Geek Fam take this is they find a Geek Fam moment, right? Is a geekable moment in the late game. So they're denying that win con, that single win con, because they missed that early window, which is Kenziski.
Yeah, I don't think Geek Fam will be able to contest this one as well. Nope. There's nothing going on for Nazara, Marcel, and all DTZ doing their best to just give out vision, and the only thing that they can convert on is that far lane turret for Kenziski.
Yeah. So at least they are able to trade this time around. The last few skirmishes, not a single trade, not a single kill given away by Navi to Geek Fam. And Doryu actually not that far ahead, which is crazy. Nazara's been doing a good job this game.
He caught up.
Exactly. At least we have one of those audience topic votings doing well, right? You give space to Nazara to farm, and he's still able to keep the gold lead kind of stable in that lane. It's actually the gold lane, which is surprising to me. No kills on the board, but Zeon really just utilizing the turtle buff, those shields, more space from the team to walk around. But even then, Kenzie matches him quite well. This isn't over just yet. It's a big advantage to Navi in the early game, but it's to be expected, I think, with their comp.
So now, do they just play it safe like they are right now? You know, minimize risk, look for opportunities on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
Wait for Kenziski?
I think that's the only thing they can do right now. Because if they go for fights, it won't be too good unless Marcel gets a big ult on Andoryu. That's the win condition. Because anyone else that gets munched on by Marcel, it's either going to be a Purify or they're too tanky.
Yeah,
We'll see if it
also
happens.
the Kato engage as well from Belleric and also the blue as well. So it's not really worth it at this point. And Geek Fam so far does not have the damage that is needed to burst down literally anyone from Navi once the Tunnel's Welcome connected. But Nizar still 1v1ing here.
Yep.
It's on Doryu. Hold on, Marcel.
Lilia.
Super desperate, man. 2 times by now, the last 2 Tunnel's Welcome has been used offensively.
Because of the Lilia, this is why the Lilia is just so good against the Barats, dude. You're able to shred everybody down, and it's not just the Barats on Marcel, it's also the Minotaur, right? So the Lilia pick just gets so much value. On top of that, so safe. No one can really pressure this Lilia when it comes to, you know, assassinating or even diving. Dude, this is very slim. The win condition, very slim.
Especially when the Lilia gets moments in like choke points. It's so much easier to proc her abilities, the AoE damage. I'm curious how things will go when they go full 5v5. Because then, if Audi TZ can look for a moment, a proper angle, it could be possible.
Look at that, Audi no jump.
Well, this is going to be possible. And Zara already expended all his resources, but the pistol overall connected towards GZ is very, very low. But now, fight still continues. Leon hitting the back. Now, the Barats is super low. Revitalized for cars. Audi TZ only connecting on towards 2. Another knock up as well. A boy still going on in the front line. Kenziski also hitting the back. Now Nazar still somehow fighting against Andoryu. Andoryu with a good outplay, triple for himself. Kanzinski might be trying to get away here.
Wow.
Purify has been popped and gets the kill for himself against Apro.
That was a 3-4-4 trade. A long team fight. Kanzinski, he was able to maneuver in and out of that team fight without being touched at all. We're going to take a look at the replay of how exactly went down. Mirko, break it down for us.
It started out by GZ getting caught by the Abyssal Arrow, and that actually created a lot of space. This fight shouldn't have been close at all if the Lilia was able to poke down the Barats. But because the Lilia was taken out of the fight so early on, it became a little bit more 50-50, and that's why you saw this chaotic skirmish. Unfortunately for Geek Fam, they're still just way too behind to take these fights. Great display of individual... Oh! A boy gets picked off alone. Great display of individual skill from Kanzinski was what I was going to say. But at the end of the day, it's a team game, and it doesn't seem like the Selena, outside of those cheeky little Abyssal Arrow, connections, can do much.
Oh man, I feel like this is so far one of the most underwhelming Selena games that we've had this season.
Yeah, it's the first time a boys picked it up. Wait, that's a concealed play. Cars, what is he looking for?
Oh.
Right, everyone is brought back to the turret, but now we somehow still tanking all the damage from the turret with the revitalize. RDTC getting mounted on. Apro getting one for himself. Andoryu 603 as the Serara with Sky Piercer.
I wonder how many stacks he has on the Sky Piercer right now. Either way, it's not good for Geek Fam at all. We're talking about, Kanzinski being in the win con for Geek Fam, but even in that team fight, it looks like Audi TZ tried his best, and it really just went down the way that you guys talked about it, right? Audi TZ jumps in, tries to use his ult. Everyone does get knocked up, but he gets shredded so fast when he jumps in these particular team fights that it doesn't feel like the impact is really there. So there you have it, 50 stacks on the Hirara, 30 more to full. It's a snowballing Hirara, it's a snowballing Andoryu. Now what do they do?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think it's just kind of cooked right now. The only way they win is, again, if they're able to catch one of these carries out. So Andoryu, Jizze, or Zeon before the fight. They got that win condition, Eterna, in Lord number 1. They got Jizze out of the fight, but still way too behind to deal with Andoryu, way too behind to deal with Zeon. And even the frontliners, Cars and Apro, so difficult. That's why you saw up top during the siege, Marcel wasn't able to do much. If he walks up, bursted down by the Lilia. That's the difference of having the Lilia in and out of the fight.
That's what we saw. I thought that there would be, more synergy in their composition, right? I mean, Marcel into, maybe the trap from a boy, Audi TZ's knock-up. Is that not something that they can, utilize?
Again, for Marcel, it's like you don't have anyone to target. The only guy you can really lock down would be Andoryu. If you go on Cars, he's too tanky. If you go on Apro, same case. If you go on Zeon and Jizze, they have Purify. Again,
there you go, Terras welcome. He's getting bursted down. The Marcel is super low, getting mounted on too. On the TZ though, gets a good knock-up in the front line, but there's really no follow-up. Though still somehow bursting down the front line. Apro stuck in no man's land. The Lord should be for Andoryu, but Nazar is there! Getting the Lord for himself. Zeon in the front line, getting bursted down. By Kanzinski. And now Kanzinski is gonna chase Apro down. It's a double. Andoryu though, still camping the bushes. Can they spot it? Andoryu getting one. A boy will be the victim. Now Kanzinski still wants to try for more. But NAVI, or Geek Fam, actually getting a breath of fresh air.
Yes, they get a breath of fresh air from that Lord Steal by Nazara out of nowhere. And you think that it was like a superhero play coming from Nazara as we take a look into the replay, but I didn't expect that.
I gotta give props to everybody on the team here, mainly Kenzie and Audi TZ, then Nazara towards the end of the skirmish. Audi TZ created that chaos, man. He was able to isolate the front line, giving Nazara enough time to deal damage onto the front, making the front to back completely off for NAVI. The fact that Nazara stole it was just pure 50-50, dude. Both junglers were around. I'd go as far as to say that I think it was a little bit more like 70-30, just because of how many more members there were for NAVI around the Lord Pit. Nazara had to just gamble. So, damn, well played. Kanzinski doing a fantastic job again. This is why they banked on a signature pick like a Moskov instead of the early game of a Brody. They know if all else fails, they can still rely on this man to carry. And with the Bargain Hunter, with those bounties that he... Actually, unfortunately, no bounties. With those kills that he was able to get. Now he's full items, dude. The Bargain Hunter is working a lot of magic for Geek Fam.
Okay.
The whole team died thrice, except for Kensuke.
And on top of everything that you mentioned earlier, Mirko, I do want to say that Aboy got the Abyssal's arrows on the right people as well. SOD doesn't land there. We do. Oh, Donus welcome by Marcel.
Yep.
Zeon gets out of it.
Very cool stuff.
We notice by GoPay throughout MPL ID, Afro's glue still has a 100% win rate across 3 picks.
Okay.
His last glue came against BTR in Season 17, where Navi was able to secure the win. So this makes it the 4th pick for Afro.
That's yes, sir. So I was surprised. Shippen was equally surprised at the 100% win. Whoa! Oh,
3 picks.
3 picks. Okay. Still impressive though. It's a very good pick, especially here.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's the Barat's ult. I think he should have it back up before the Lord is there. But Navi can create space now, knowing that they're, there.
Oh, hold on, Marcel taking a bit too much damage, and also the flicker as well. Again, 2 big resources. The ult's gonna be up, but the flicker will not.
Yeah.
It looks like the cooldown's pretty fast though. It's up again, no?
But the flicker, see, like
The flicker.
because the Dennis Welcome was used, they were comfortable walking up, dealing more damage, taking more space, going on to Marcel, poking him out, forcing a flicker. So, yes, he has the ult back up, but he won't have the flicker. That is a big source for the Barats. Remember, he needs to find great arrows by a boy. He's popping off right now. Those arrows are gonna make or break the game for him.
That's the pressure though on Aboy's shoulders right now. And if the follow-up from Marcel can even be there on time without the flicker, Audi TC as well needs to get in position. This is relying heavily on that composition and that chemistry from Geek Fam.
Afro gets a good
They're
position.
gambling, they're gambling.
Gamble for Geek Fam though. 7K on the Lord. It's gonna be the star once again. Now Marcel with the Donut's welcome. Kensuke is still getting taunted. Did not use the Purify. Just finally used the Purify. Marcel getting taken down. But now Geek is on defensive mode. Andoryu might want to chase here. Apro. Another first kill on the glue, but should be still fine for Geek Fam as they can delay the Lord just a little bit. Hold on a second, Kensuke!
What?
Andoryu! Just immediately bursted down, falling asleep. Oh man!
How did he get that SOD to land at the perfect time on the perfect person? That's a massive shutdown. Kaziski's not even full items yet, so that will help him to get to the point where he needs to make this a flippable moment, a geekable moment at that, and the Lord is still on the way.
70 stacks on Skypiercer, now cut down by Kensuke after making the plays. And Doryu, oh god, not a good look after losing 2 back-to-back 50-50 retries. At that point, again, way more favorable to Andoryu. Nazara was out of the Lord Pit. He couldn't even combo it with any of his skills. He's back up though, and they'll be able to defend. I don't think this nets Geek Fam a single base turret. But having said that, it's still the gold lead equalized. It doesn't matter anymore. It's completely irrelevant. So now we're back to level playing field for both these teams. Actually, maybe not level. It's still good for Navi. They have a far lane base turret up top.
And I know the stacks aren't as big as it was before, but the stacks are still there and it still can be utilized. But Navi now needs to be aware that Geek Fam are catching up and they are definitely adapting in these team fights in order for them to look for the opening of their own to get what they were able to do like they did before.
Now Marcel is gonna be the one that's in the front line. ODTZ will be functioning as the setter here. Oh, I don't know about that, Marcel.
Oh, the arrows.
Oh, man. I thought he was gonna fight them in the back. The fact that he brought the pellet to himself.
Yeah.
But it's all G for Marcel.
These arrows are starting to land, by the way. It's not going to be a kill, but this is good poke. Very good poke around those skirmishes as well, around the neutral objectives. That's really what got them the victory too, on top of the fact that they just gambled. It's really good. Navi have... Oh, they conceal. They look like they want to get something. But yeah, earlier, up top, Navi had the slow push. They have this far lane. That's why they were so comfortable trying to reset the Lord, play the Lord dance. But Geek Fam didn't want that. They saw the Lord at low HP. They saw the reset and they just went all in on it. They just... You saw the Skypiercer. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh.
Endless battle, I believe, is the choice to trade out the Skypiercer for.
It was.
There you go. Well, that's pretty cool. I have no boots for Kensuke. Still boots for Zeon. He wants to have the tough boots, I'm guessing, to get out of the Minotaur ult as fast as possible.
Yeah, and this is where the moment where usually Beloyski shine. I don't know, Kanziski though. Showed on the map, I don't think Navi can gap close to this Moskov as easily.
No.
I mean, there's no Beloyski, but there's still a ski in Kenziski's name, so he has been making things.
He's got that Beloyski DNA.
Yeah, exactly.
Splash over.
One of the monsters that Beloyski built. One of the, you know, the newcomers that Beloyski built as well. And it's looking good.
Yep.
Geek Fam, they definitely have a chance.
Bootless Zeon, he buys the Windtalker. There you go, Moskov up top. But now it's going to be the Evolved Lord. So, oh, and Doryu! Oh my
no.
god!
First damage!
Oh.
Strike by Nazara! And Navi might have to say goodbye to the Lord. Out of nowhere, Nazara again and again in the Lord pit.
He steals the Lords away from Andoryu, and now he gets a pick over onto Andoryu too. This is putting Navi in a certain corner, and this Lord will definitely fall into the hands of the Geeks. What a play by Geek Fam again in this 20th minute.
Give Nazara space, and not only will he be able to match the goal, the level at the start, he'll be able to win those 50-50s like it's more of 100-0. Then he'll solo kill practically the enemy jungler.
I would love to see the replay though. How the heck did Andoryu end up in that place?
I have no clue.
It feels like that one Sutsujin Joy play.
Oh my
Was it an
God.
overstep on his part?
It should be.
so,
Has
like-
to be, no?
There is no respect from Andoryu to Nazara. You have to see that, I mean, at this point, you can't 1v1 the Paquito anymore. He has a Queen's Wings and a Rose Gold Meteor. On top of that, he has crazy burst damage. That's, you know, 2, lethal ignition, and 3, or damage reduction in general when he uses his enhanced skills.
That might just be
Oh god.
the play to lose in the game. Can they defend?
Uh-oh, might be the last Lord here.
They have a Lilia.
The turret is already gone. Charging the Tunnel's welcome is Marcel, but he cancelled it. Nothing on the board for Geek Fam just now, but Kanziski is still whittling down on the turret. Cars, the front line just trying to take up all damage. Marcel though might be in trouble. Apro looking for the stacks on the mound, but looks like Geek will just go back again and reset. Ooh.
But they got what they needed. They got what they needed, even if they didn't get the inhibitor turret in the mid and the bottom side of the map. They already have the far lane. The Lord is going to be spawning in the bottom side of the map. They're going to be able to utilize it to their advantage. But it looks like right now, Geek Fam, they're not actually letting it slide. It looks like they're looking for more. They're waiting for that next wave.
Big chomp. Oh, I don't know about that. Revitalize has been popped on cars. The arrow just connected. And now
Oh, the taunt!
looking for the mount. Kanziski already popped the Wind of Nature. Might be in trouble here. Big medium spirit by Auditizi, but no follow-up at all. But now Marcel is stuck in Navi's jungle, and that's
Apro!
kill. Apro with a flicker as well. Kanziski might be in trouble here. Spirit of Destruction, Immortality still
GG.
there, and Kanziski should be dead right here, right now. Is the Atom Swap there by Kanziski? No! And they're just chasing down Geek Fam to the ground. Auditizi does not have anything that he can do to get away from this one. 4 guys on a cow! And that's another kill for Navi.
3 members are down and out. Geek Fam overstayed their welcome after being able to get that inhibitor turret in the top side, but they still wanted to press the pedal. They still wanted to push the gas. It looks like Marcel was looking for an opening onto
please not.
Cars,
There's a Lord.
of all people. Nazara now caught
Wave.
between Andoryu and Cars. This
Wave.
might be it. This might be the turnaround.
There's a wave.
Nazara denied of a recall. A boy is the sole defender. Can he do it? Seems like mission impossible. Now Zeon with the blazing duet. Nazara getting a kill towards Andoryu though. Now all the minions are away. It's done. Nazara still somehow alive. Now Marcel looking to make a difference. Alvi does not have just finally have the damage to finally take the base down. Now V, after a very shocky late game, was able to close it out against Geek Fam.
It looks like even despite the moments created by Kanziski, even despite the moments created by Nazara, Geek Fam stumbled in the late game.